having this example, we get a lot of requests for people to come and have a look at the meadow, and a lot of people want to know how to make their own meadow, create their own meadows. And Jane and I show them round, and we encourage people to start their own meadows. And it is rewarding because I get asked to come back, can you come and see my meadow? I think, oh, not another one, you know, and I'll go along and see it and I'll go, wow. And I knew what was there before, and it is stunning what people have done. And Jane and I have been responsible for hundreds, if not thousands of acres of land being turned over to meadows now.
This is the final part of our exploration of the hay meadow, and it's really the start of another hay meadow, which is fantastic. Now I'm with Sarah, we have Ralph and Cameron in the background doing the hard work, and I've pinched you away, Sarah. So we're at your house, or in your garden.
Yes.
You've prepared this bit of land here. We've got the hay from the Josephs, and you're going to very kindly tell me how it comes from harvesting the hay to creating your own hay meadow. So I noticed, first of all, you've got it and you're spreading it.
Yes, so we've initially cleared the surface of the grass by actually removing the turf, so that the seed can germinate and actually can get a chance to take hold, because usually the grass actually will dominate and crowd out the flowers.
Yes.
But this gives the flowers a chance to grow. So the seed will germinate. Some will germinate this autumn, some will be later on in the spring. Yes, so next year you'll see some of the perennials will come up, and some of the annuals will appear. So it's mainly the white oxeye daisies, the yellow cat's ear, lots of clovers, and the yellow rattle. And the yellow rattle is the one that's particularly important, because we want it to parasitise the grass, to try and suppress the grass as much as possible, so that it increases the diversity of the species that grows. So this is the last year's seed or growth, and we will cut that in due course once it stopped flowering, and we will hopefully have sheep grazing on that over the winter time to eat it down and get it ready again to grow up again the following year.
So what I've learned from this is, because I thought somehow you captured the seeds, but you don't. Once you've harvested, you just lay it down.
Lay it down and spread it.
And so the seeds, presumably they drop out, do they? They just drop from the crop?
The seeds will just drop from the fat flowers, and in time they will work their way into the soil and germinate. I do, to start with, I will give it a helping hand and buy some cornflower annuals, which are poppies and cornflowers and some other the annual species that we see, because there won't be very many in the Joseph's field, because theirs is predominantly perennials.
Right.
So I will buy some extra seed, which I will lay down I'll just distribute in the autumn time. But otherwise, it's just the growth of the Joseph seed, and that will take a couple of years to really get established.
Not only will it give you a changing scene over the year, because it does look just green in the early months of the year, but it will develop, and you'll get these flowers that will bloom, and then they will go down, and you'll get others coming up and blooming, and so you've got this constant changing, and you've got all the insects, you've got all the life involved with it, and you will suddenly take an interest in all these things, and it's much more exciting, because you've got something to look forward to than just getting out that wretched lawnmower again this week to cut it.
Have you done this before?
No.
No. Prior to last
this,
year.
No, this is totally new to us.
Right.
So yes,
tell me how that came about, because I heard that Ralph was very pleased with his striped lawn.
That's right. We have some neighbours of ours who work very, very closely with the Sussex Wildlife Trust for very many years, and they're very knowledgeable in wildlife management, etc. And absolutely passionate about maintaining the environment, the habitats to increase diversity. And they are good friends with the Josephs, and we met them over one of their wildlife introductory gatherings of the neighbours, which they have, and they, having told them that we've acquired this little bit of land, they introduced us to the Josephs, who went, "Would you like a wildflower meadow?" And the answer was, well, yes. It took a little while to persuade Ralph that it was a good thing, because in his eyes these are all weeds. And
right.
Yes, I think weeds are plants that are different. You know, that in the eye of the beholder, everybody wants something different, don't they?
Yes, of course.
But the weeds are so beautiful, and they flower tremendously. And it's taken us all aback how vibrant the meadow has been.
Well, the wildlife the insects and the invertebrates and all of that, which I guess on your lawn you weren't really seeing.
You won't see.
No.
We've also had large flocks of swallows, we've had large flocks of starlings that we haven't seen before, we've had huge clouds of butterflies and moths. You walk through that and you just get a whole sea of insects jumping out at you. Every flower would have an insect on it. It's been absolutely mesmerising.
Yes.
And it's been a joy to watch, especially in the lockdown.
Oh, of course.
Because we've been sitting, as you can see our table there, we've been sitting there just enjoying the view.
So how about friends and neighbours who come? Have they been astonished?
We've been sending them videos for those people who can't come, and we've been the envy of our neighbours.
I can imagine.
Various people have walked past and wanted to come in and have a look. We've had evenings with people sitting out, well spaced out, watching the sun go down, watching the swallows, because they just want to experience it. And it really has been just mind-blowing.
A good big eye-opener.
A real eye-opener. And my husband, who was a real sceptic, has been so taken in by it that he's out here and as keen as the rest of us
mustard.
to carry on the project.
Thank you so much for letting me be privy to it, and I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it inspires you. And as Michael said, you don't need a large area. You can, as he said before, you can have a hay meadow in a wheelbarrow. So it's worth giving it a try. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed this series of videos. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to follow, like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you out and about somewhere else when I'm exploring heritage, landscape and nature. Till next time, thank you so much, Sarah.
Nice to see you.
Bye-bye.